Judge, did you wipe the server?
What, like with a cloth or something? Well, no. I don't know how it works digitally at all.
Here we go, friends. Welcome to the panicking Democrat steal election 2020 style. These idiots have been pushed into a situation. We've shoved them so far into a corner that they are committing election fraud just right out in the open for everybody to see. I mean, they are literally setting servers on fire. I shouldn't say literally. I don't want to sound like a leftist. They are essentially melting servers down in front of the whole lot of us, in front of the world's view, while everybody is watching. That's how panicked these shitheads are. Interesting how that works, because every single mainstream media press outlet, even Fox at this point, keeps telling us, there is like no evidence of election fraud. This has been the most cleanest of elections ever. Don't question it, or you're a bigot. Well, of course there's not going to be any proof. There's not going to be any evidence, because you idiots are wiping servers with, what, like a cloth? No, you guys were told. We got a situation in Georgia right now. We had these servers. Lynn Wood had an injunction not allowing the Dominion people to do any type of updates to them. They weren't allowed to alter them. They weren't supposed to be touched, right? Well, then they said, you know what? We're going to go update them because they're a little bit slow. They still run in Windows XP over here, so we got to update that a little bit. We got SP2 for Windows XP, everybody. No. You ain't allowed to touch those. And so they went to a judge, and the judge was like, yeah, you guys aren't allowed to touch this. It's already a court order. Well, after about an hour or so, that judge got a phone call from George Soros, or somebody linked into George Soros. Maybe it was the Queen. Lizard person certified for sure. And he came out and he goes, okay, well, never mind that protection order. Go ahead and update that software. At which point, Linwood was like, the fuck you talking about? Everybody was like, hold on, no, those were evidence. We got an ongoing litigation. We have a court hearing. That's evidence. Don't let them do it. And then a bunch of Americans were like, you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to go down there. We are going to go down there and we are going to guard these machines. At which point, the judge in the situation goes, oh, okay, well, never mind, and go ahead and put the injunction for 10 days so Dominion can't touch those machines. Well, gee, everybody. I mean, who could have seen where this is going? In between that 23 minutes where this judge was circle jerking himself at this point, I guess. I don't know what the hell this idiot was doing. Surprise, everybody. The Dominion machine got wiped. It was an accident, of course. We accidentally had to update the firmware, and then we accidentally destroyed the server, and then whoops this. We're fucking idiots over here. So we backed up the server on the server that we updated and destroyed. So we ain't got no receipts. Holy shit, you can't make this up. Take a look at this. We're over here at the Gateway Pundit. Breaking, GOP Representative Loudermilk, an IT technician and county employee, wiped the election data from servers in Fulton County. Last night, Cassandra Fairbanks reported that the recount in Georgia's Fulton County was delayed due to the Dominion voting system's mobile server crashing on Sunday evening. Quote, technicians from Dominion have been dispatched to resolve the issue, Fulton County officials said in a statement obtained by local station WXIA-TV. Quote, the Georgia Secretary of State's office has also been alerted to the issue, friends, and is aware of efforts to resolve the problem. Oh, I'll bet she is. Or he is. I don't want to assume gender in this situation. And of course, the way that Democrats are going to resolve this issue, where we've got these machines that are impounded because we're going to go over them, we're going to look through them, we're going to find all of this corruption and this evidence where you guys are adding votes to Biden, you're stealing votes from Republicans, giving them to Democrats. We're going to go through these things, and we're going to show that you idiots are criminals, and so we can't have that. Oh shit, no, we can't have that. So, whoopsies, accident, the entire server up in smoke. Take a look at this. Representative Loudermilk comes back and he tells everybody, quote, a judge, as you reported, basically impounded certain voting machines to make sure that they don't wipe the data. Then we find out that Fulton County effectively wiped its data because an IT technician, which appears to be a county employee, used the wrong server for the recount after Dominion told him not to use that server. And just in case there was a problem, they backed up the data, but they backed it up to the same server that crashed. Now we're looking at, do we even have the data on the Fulton County servers? We don't know. Well, the fix for this situation seems incredibly simple. You just take all of those votes that now we don't have a chain of custody for, we can't audit, we've got no track record from seeing if they're legitimate, we've got no way to do any forensic data analysis on them, and you toss them the hell out. I'm hearing that this county includes Atlanta, so you're talking about, I don't know, maybe 1 million plus votes at this point, but I'm sorry, you have to throw them out. There are protocols in place to make sure that we have a legitimate election going on, and you've just destroyed all of them. Right? You've got to toss them out. You can't leave these in there. No. And all of you people who've now just been disenfranchised, you take this up with Dominion. You take this up with the IT dude. You take this up with all the election officials who are letting this nonsense go on. All the people who signed off on this ridiculousness, you sue those people into oblivion because they're the ones that disenfranchised you. Not your Trump supporters, not Donald Trump, not the Republicans, not anybody. Right? It's the Democrats who are doing this nonsense. It's the Democrats who are dragging their feet on recounts. It's the Democrats who won't allow audits. It's the Democrats who are going in between judge orders, even though that judge is completely inconsistent, does three different injunctions throughout the day, and in between them, all of a sudden the server goes up in smoke and all the data is gone. That's a statistical improbability. You guys are covering up for your criminality. You're torching evidence from anybody to be able to see, to recover, to go through. And everybody gets this. Everybody understands what's going on. At this point, we got to take this to a military tribunal. If you, for a second, think that we didn't see this coming, first of all, we all said this was coming yesterday. We said, don't let these assholes touch these machines. They'll destroy them. And then, sure enough, that's exactly what happened. If we saw this, if your average pede saw this, of course Trump's legal team saw this. Of course Jenna Ellis, Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, Lynn Wood. Of course they saw this. This machine has been cloned. We have the forensic data analysis at this point. This was all a trap for you dumb idiots to step in. This is how desperate you are. You guys are running out of options. The steal isn't working. The propaganda isn't effective. And nobody is buying the fact that Joseph Biden got 80 million votes. It's all falling apart. So now you are torching the evidence during the day in front of everybody because you idiots are panicking. We are showing everyone out there that this entire election is bullshit. The mainstream media press is going to continue to ignore it. You idiots keep telling me there ain't no fraud, there ain't no evidence. You're not going to cover this? You're not going to cover this. This is them burning the receipts in front of everybody. This is them shredding. This is them wiping the server with a bleach bit hammer. It's clear as day. Clear as day. But of course, you idiots on the left, you guys want the steal. You demand the steal. You're begging for the steal. So you'll continue to turn a blind eye to this. People who operate like this, people who burn evidence in broad daylight in front of everybody, who act this crazy, will not take us to a good place. It doesn't matter how much they tell you that oh, we love gays people and blacks people and browns people, marginalized individual, BIPOC, indigenous persons, a space color freedom out there. No. They hate all of us, guys. They hate all. That's why they're stealing this country. They're using you and your feelings in order to bludgeon the people who would stand up to them torching a server, essentially, in front of everybody's face. Oh, yeah, we ain't got any of that data anymore. Oh, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Fine with that. Throw all those votes out. All of them are gone. And now Donald Trump clearly has Georgia. Easy. And by the way, this is just more proof that we need a military tribunal at this point. You just showed everybody that the court system's completely compromised. This judge flip-flopping 3, 4, 5, 8. How many times are you going to flip-flop during the day? He flip-flops 3 times during this 24-hour period, and in between his flip-flops, evidence gets torched. He's clearly compromised. All of these judges are compromised. Hold a military tribunal at this point. Lay all the information. Nobody can ignore a military tribunal. Good luck ignoring a military tribunal. Fox News and CNN. You can ignore all of these hearings and the state legislators all you want. But once we get to a part where we got to call a military tribunal, it's going to be hard to not cover the preponderance of evidence that these people are showing day in and day out. All you dickheads who are pretending like there's no evidence, you're going to look embarrassed when you go, oh shit. They sent out 1.8 million absentee ballots, but they accepted 2.4 million How did that work? I'm a fucking idiot with a gender studies degree, but even I understand basic subtraction. But maybe not. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. But there you have it, my friends. It's clearly unraveling. You got Chucky Schumer right now begging for the Senate to confirm. He's like, we got to start hearing about Joseph Biden's cabinet, and we got to confirm them 1 minute after the inauguration. Like, they are panicking right now. They are trying to push this deal because it's completely unraveling in front of them. We have pushed these people so far into a corner. They are destroying servers in between court orders, in between a few hours, in broad daylight. Keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on, and we'll make America great again. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching the video. Support Jeff. You'll be kept up to date